Hello and welcome back to my channel. A video goes viral on TikTok and makes a lot of people to react. Well, this is about a later circulating, calling out celebrities now to support Israel. Yes, we've gotten to that point now. Now, people on TikTok are reacting, saying that these celebrities are supporting what Biden is doing. Now, in this video, we will hear for ourselves how Hollywood is coming together to show its support to Israel. And over 700 Hollywood celebrities have signed the open letter in support of Israel. Now, the names of some of the celebrities who have signed this letter are mentioned in this very video. And most importantly, this video highlights on what is in the letter, what the letter is saying, what it's all about, and how it's just urging the people in the entertainment industry to come together and speak up for Israel. Now, I don't think this is something you would want to miss. So with that said, come with me as we check out this video.
Some of the names on that letter: Gal Gadot, Chris Pine, Jamie Lee Curtis, Liev Schreiber, Amy Schumer, Michael Douglas, Mark Hamill, and Jerry Seinfeld. The letter reads in part, CCFP calls on our friends and colleagues in the entertainment industry to speak out forcefully against Hamas and do whatever is in their power to urge the terrorist organization to return the hostages to their families. Our thoughts are with all those experiencing unfathomable levels of fear and violence, and we hope for the day when Israelis and Palestinians can live side by side in peace. Studios and other media giants are making donations and statements. Comcast, NBC Universal's parent company, announced Friday it's donating $2 million to humanitarian relief efforts in Israel. Disney also announced a $2 million donation to nonprofit organizations working in the region, and Paramount Global donated $1 million.
Chris Rock was one of the many celebrities who signed a letter thanking Joe Biden for his leadership in Israel, which means Will Smith smacking the shit out of him makes sense more and more each day.
And another thing, the black people in Hollywood that either signed that damn letter or decided to be pro-Israel or just remain neutral, what the hell wrong with y'all? What the hell? See, this is how I know some of y'all love to hop on over between white mainstream and black mainstream. Let's have that conversation. Because Billy Porter, Mekhi Phifer, Viola Davis, Octavia Spencer, Sierra, what the hell are y'all doing? LeBron freaking James, this nigga read Malcolm X's book and still was pro-Israel. What the See, this is how we know you didn't actually read the book. Because what the hell was that statement? Notice how only a trickle of black people and people of color have spoken out in support of Gaza. Now, mind there's other, amount of people of color that are on, that list of people that was pro-Israel. On that note, side note, Lana Condor, what the hell, girl? But back to the ones that are actually on the good side of history. The rest of Black Hollywood, they quiet. They are shutting up because they know, baby, they will kick us out at the first chance they get. I just know that annual Oscar party, Black Hollywood photo is going to be either awkward as hell or really small, because I can only imagine how much of a mess the group chat is.
So I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, have seen the letter that was written to Joe Biden thanking him about his unequivocal support of the settler colonizer that is currently happening in Palestine. The list comprises of people that majority don't know. Probably 85% of them I don't know, so I don't know where they're coming from, or maybe I'm living under a rock. But anyways, the list called for all the hostages to be released, but it did not call for a ceasefire. So if you are going to be calling for just the hostages to be released and all the kids who are being unalived on a daily do not matter, then it is time for us to boycott your productions. Any movies that is done, any music that is coming out from any of the stars on that list, it is time for us to boycott them. We've been boycotting brands, but also the people need to be held accountable, because you can't just be doing things and saying things and not have any consequences for what is happening for the people who are being unalived on a daily and abducted on a daily. But you are calling for just the hostages to be released. it tells you a lot about the people on that list. So if we're going to fight for the liberation of Palestinians, we need to do it all the way. Everyone who is involved needs to be accountable for their actions.
I've been thinking about, the celebrities that are, standing with Israel publicly and that signed the letter and sent it to Biden and that are posting shit online in support of Israel, which is insane. Whether they know what's happening or not, regardless, you need to know what's happening, especially by now. Come on. And either way, we know that they're posting this shit because they are getting paid by brands to endorse what Israel is doing. People like Kylie Jenner, Jamie Lee Curtis, and all of these big celebrities doing this for money is just even more disgusting to me. These are people that could not make another dime for the rest of their lives and still be set, comfortable for the rest of their lives, which is something I can never say for myself. And you are openly supporting the massacre of an entire people for a quick buck that you don't even need.
Behind me is a letter that was written to Joe Biden for his unshakable moral conviction and leadership with the way that he's handling the whole Israel thing. And by that I mean his way of just funding aside. And this letter is just so cryptic and misinformative, and it was signed by so many Hollywood celebrities that when I saw the list, I was not really that shocked, but there was one name that just blew my mind to see in there. Crazy. And that was Jordan Peele. Now this tweet explains it perfectly. Jordan Peele has signed this. Jordan Peele, a man whose films center around racism, racist violence, white settler colonialism, oppression, ignorant white liberals, and bullshit centrism, has just signed a Zionist letter. Wow. It's insane to me, but it's crazy, but it's also it's good to have a slap in the face, because celebrities are just people, and not just any people. They're they most of the time they're the worst type of people, awful people. They're selfish, self-centered, and just ignorant. The creme de la creme of ignorant people. These people, they don't even perceive themselves as human, they think of themselves as something beyond human. It's the way it is. They become famous and it's just the humanity's forgotten for some people. And let this be a reminder that if you know someone who fights against all this stuff, racist violence, etc., and they believe that their people deserve a liberation from all of this stuff, but they don't believe other people around the world deserve exactly the same thing, then they're not a real fighter. Because Jordan Peele, by signing this stuff, he just showed us that his voice is not as strong as we all thought it was, and that he just knows how to make movies, good movies, and it's just very tragic, very, very tragic.
Jordan Peele was one of the celebrities who signed the petition thanking Joe Biden for his actions in Israel. The petition is, in my opinion, horrifying. I can go through the petition if you guys like. And a lot of people were giving Jordan the excuse of, his wife is Jewish, he had to sign it. Jon Stewart is a Jewish man, and he signed a petition asking for a ceasefire. For context, there's two petitions. One of them is the Jordan Peele Aubrey Plaza one that is thanking Joe Biden, and the other one is the ceasefire one with Jon Stewart that we like. But you might say, okay, well, Jon Stewart isn't a film director like Jordan Peele. What about Boots Riley? He's literally black and Jewish, and he signed the ceasefire one. Even Chelsea Peretti, Jordan Peele's wife that you guys are giving the excuse to, didn't sign the petition. How can you make so much art about racial injustice and then sign a petition thanking Joe Biden for helping with the side?
I just went through the list of celebrities that signed the thank you letter to Biden in support of Israel. I'm so disgusted. There's some names on there that I'm not surprised by, like Gal Gadot, who served 2 years in the Israeli army. Not surprised by Gwyneth Paltrow. That lady is so disconnected. But there are some names on there that truly just broke my heart. Adam Sandler, Jack Black, Lana Del Rey, Constance Wu, Paul Rudd. But Paul Rudd's always given me an uneasy feeling, if I'm going to be honest with you. That dude is so vanilla. Amy Schumer, Jeff Goldblum, Will Ferrell, Tiffany Haddish, Jordan Peele. It's truly disgusting, all the people that signed this letter.
Now, in a strong sign of support of Israel from Hollywood, more than 700 figures from the entertainment industry have signed an open letter to condemn Hamas and demand the safe return of hostages being held in Gaza. Now, the letter is the first major move from the entertainment industry after the attack. Released by the non-profit Creative Community for Peace, the letter has been signed by celebrities and Hollywood leaders. Now, this open letter has been called on the entertainment community at large to speak out forcefully against Hamas, to support Israel, to refrain from sharing misinformation about the war, and to do whatever is in their power to aid Hamas terrorists to return hostages back to their families. Now, among many others that have condemned Hamas, Biden is among them, who has condemned Hamas as a terrorist organization and has expressed unwavering support for Israel as it now retaliates in Gaza, where so many people have been unalived. Now, Creative Community for Peace notes that in addition to the 1,200 plus Israelis unalived, citizens from the US, UK, Canada, France, Thailand, Nepal, Russia, Ukraine, to mention but just a few, have been identified as either missing or unalived. Now, in a statement by Gadot, this is what Gadot said: "My heart is aching for the lives lost and families shattered. I'm praying for everyone who has been affected by Hamas terrorism and brutality, and I hope that the world remains steadfast in their support of Israeli people." Now, Saban also said that in the aftermath of the barrack unalivings of more than 1,200 Israelis, we in Hollywood community and around the world must stand with Israel as it defends itself against the terrorist regime in Gaza that seeks Israel's destruction. Now, in a separate letter published by the National Council of Jewish Women, more celebrities voiced their support for Israel and demanded the immediate return of hostages from Hamas. Now, the letter states, "We urge the International Committee of the Red Cross, UNICEF, Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, and others to do anything within their power to get much needed aid to hostages." The group of performers, producers, and entertainment industry thanked Biden for his unshakable moral conviction, leadership, and support for the Jewish people. Now, the Disney company announced it is donating $2 million to organizations that are providing humanitarian relief in the region following the overwhelming attacks. Let's now take a look at how different people reacted to all this in the comments. Now, the first comment reads, "Some genuinely surprised me, others didn't. I'm truly disappointed. Why did they turn off their comments if they think it's a right line of thinking? The further spreading of misinformation when I first saw this made me want to throw my phone. How they managed to donate millions, but when it comes to their employees, they pay peanuts." This one says, "Of course, they did. Otherwise, they would not work in Hollywood again." This one says, "I honestly feel like they don't even know what they were signing. Their PR is probably like, this looks good, you should sign it." Now, I strongly disagree with this commenter because at no way someone is going to put me up to sign on something I don't know about or don't understand. Otherwise, why am I doing it? Like, what am I agreeing to? No, there's so many reactions, guys, from people. Some are disappointed with some celebrities, but hey, I guess it is what it is. So what do you, my viewers, have to say about this? Kindly share your thoughts in the comment section. From Insta, bye-bye, and see you in my next video.